I remember those nights when the rain would fall. We were fire and lightning through it all. I let my pride build a wall too high, but every tear I cried just proved I lied. I can feel your touch in the midnight wind, and I don't wanna let that slip again. If love's a fight, I'll fight till the end, 'cause losing you once was more than I can mend. I never wanna lose you again. 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 I was stubborn, too blind to see you were the best that ever happened to me. Took your love and pushed it away. Now I'm praying for just one more day. Every heartbeat whispers your name. I'll take the blame. I'll take the pain. I swear on my soul I won't pretend. Never wanna lose you again. Love's easy when it's new. I don't wanna owe you. I don't wanna owe me. I don't wanna be alone. I never wanna lose you again. 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 I was so used to pain and misused you. I was so used to pain and misuse you. I never wanna lose you again. 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 I never wanna lose you again.
Yeah, we stepping in purpose tonight. Power on me, Holy Ghost energy. Let's go.
I'm walking in authority, yeah, that's the call on me. Covered by the blood, so the enemy ain't stopping me. Favor like a shield everywhere that I'm supposed to be. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority, moving with the Lord in me. Devils get to trembling every time they look at me. Destined and alive, now I'm stepping where I'm born to be. I'm walking in authority. Step up in the room, yeah, I'm charged with the kingdom. Got the light of God and you know I'm gon' beam some. Every single chain break off when I speak some. Word of God swing like a sword when the beat drum. I'm chosen, anointed, yeah, that's official. Covered in the oil, devil can't touch this vessel. Gotta keep it moving every mountain I live. Spirit in my step, watch me dance on the devil. Faith on swole like I live in the gym. Authority in Christ, not me but him. I'm a child of the king, no fear, no sin. I said amen and the whole world spins. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. Yeah, that's the call on me. Covered by the blood, so the enemy is stopping me. Favor like a shield everywhere that I'm supposed to be. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority, moving with the Lord in me. Devils get to trembling every time they look at me. Destined and alive, now I'm
ain't gon' hit. I walk like David, pray like Paul, talk like Jesus when the enemy calls. Stand so tall, never scared, never fall. Authority in me, I got victory installed. Hey, step, step, victory walk with me. Blessings overflow and they fall on me. Rooted in the word, no war in me. Christ in my soul, that's the war in me. Take another step, giants fall instantly. Holy Spirit leading every move intentionally. No fear, cause the Lord put his strength in me. I walk with the crown on, walking in authority. Yeah, that's a call on me. Covered by the blood, so the enemy ain't stopping me. Favor like a shield everywhere that I'm supposed to be. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. Moving with the Lord in me. Devils get to trembling every time they look at me. Destiny unlocked, now I'm stepping where I'm born to be. I'm walking in authority. Step by step, I'm climbing high. Left my baggage, kissed it goodbye. New shoes on my feet, scuffed the ground. Echoes of dreams, no longer bounded.
The air up here is thin but sweet. Every stumble turns to beat. I'm moving on up
Like George and Wheezy. Life ain't perfect, but it's looking breezy. Up the ladder I go, can't make me queasy. Moving on up like George and Wheezy.
Moving on up like George and Wheezy. I built my bridge from scraps and fire. Burnt down, down, climbed out the mire. Every brick laid was a piece of me. Now I'm dancing where the clouds can see. The air up here is thin but sweet. Every stumble turns to beat.
I'm moving on up like George and Wheezy. Life ain't perfect, but it's looking breezy. Up the ladder I go, can't make me queasy. Moving on up like George and Wheezy.
Like George and Wheezy.
Boots in the mud. For a night, Glass City Blues. Boots in the mud, yeah. Step on the glass, catching that wildlife. Toledo, where we at? Got my boots in the mud. Boots in the mud. Stepping on glass. We came from the flood. From the flood. Catching walleye down by the river. By the river. Toledo soul, man, it don't get
Rise and Grind Morning Show.
Good morning, Toledo, Ohio. Welcome to the 419 Rise and Grind Show. It's your host, your boy, Sean Wan, in the studio with the DJ Impress.
Good morning to all the people that look just a little bit funny this morning. You ain't quite ugly, but you got to tilt your head a little bit to look at them and be like, oh, okay, all right, I see what you're doing there. I see what he's doing there. So shout out to all of us that look just a little bit funny.
You got to tilt your head a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, you got to tilt it a little bit. Like, okay, I see what he was trying to do.
Right. I see. Yeah. I see what he's trying to do with that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the studio with the producer of the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show, Jesse Coleman.
Good morning, Perrysburg. Good morning, Maumee. Good morning, Toledo and Oregon.
Okay. Oregon, that's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, good morning to each and every one of you that join us daily, except Wednesday, from 9 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. So shout out to our Rise and Grind family this morning. We got DJ Impress and Tyrone McCain, the Tyrone McCain of McCain Insurance and Casualty. They already on it this morning.
Tyrone McCain get my feet done.
Oh, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So good morning. It is Friday. It's already getting ready to be April soon, and time waits for no one. And I'll be glad when this weather change.
Man.
Hey man, I'm mad because like yesterday
It was nice.
Yeah. And so I went to group yesterday. I had took off my little sweatshirt. I had on a t-shirt. Man, when it was time to leave, that hail started coming down.
Man,
I was walking to the car like, ouch,
Ouch.
ouch. Goodness gracious.
Man.
We don't know what they want to do here in this weather.
Man, there's got to do something, man, because I was driving in it, and I was like, please let this hail like pass through like real quick, because that's the type of hail that would get a little bit bigger. It would damage your car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it would damage
trying
your
to
car.
cause safe light to get your windshield replaced.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Like our windshields would get busted up in the driveway.
Yeah. So I was a little concerned about that, but nevertheless, man, I was like, ooh, it done got cold too. I'm like, man,
A little frosty this morning.
Yeah, a little frosty. I'm like,
I can't even do you know how you do the little trot to the car? I can't even do the little trot no more. So I just had to
take it.
Ouch. Man.
Yeah, shout out to each and every one of you. Again, happy Friday to each and every one of you. We are excited today. We have a guest coming, and we're gonna make it do what it do Friday. That's what today is. Today is make it do what it do Friday. Yeah, make it do what it do.
We gonna visit the cane today.
We're going to the cane. Right, the cane today. We definitely gonna do that. But yeah, so yesterday I had put up a post, and it was heartbreaking because there was day before yesterday a young man took his life. So condolences to his family and anyone else that was associated with this young man. But there were friends that he had that was damaged because of this. So someone called and said, hey, Sean, I got a group of young folks that need to hear your voice. So I was like, okay, so I go there, and there's about 13 of them.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to really find the words to really say to comfort them. And so I said to them, now check this out, Jesse. I said to them, what church you go to? I don't know. I forgot. I went down the line. What church you go to? I don't know. I'm going down the line. So make a long story short, 13 kids that I spoke to yesterday, children, didn't know what church they went to, or they forgot the name of the church. And so for me, it was sad to know that our youth don't know God. They hear about God,
Right.
but they don't know about God. And so it blew me away.
I'm gonna tell you what just listening to that, when you said that he had 13 friends that was destroyed, right? It makes me wonder why he felt, if he had, like, normally a person who take their life feel like there's nobody in their corner.
Right.
If you got 13 friends that's destroyed because of you took your life, you know what I mean? I wonder, I want to say this the right way. I wonder what made you feel that alone if you got 13 people that's destroyed that you took your life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes that's something within that they feel.
Right.
Even though you have family, friends around you, something in you feels like you're by yourself.
Right.
Right.
And that's something spiritually.
Yeah, spiritually.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I always say to the community, I would say to parents, and even in this room, if the enemy can come through your child to cause confusion in the home, then he will be able to tear down the foundation of your house.
Mm-hmm.
So there's people have to discern what we call, or we know in the body of Christ is spiritual attacks.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Being generational curses that have attached, and so it becomes very frightening, because at the end of the day, if we look around, we are losing our babies.
Yeah.
We are losing our babies based upon us maybe not talking to them, asking the right questions, and some just pushing them through.
Yeah, I a story of my son who was he went from Emmanuel Christian to and transferred to Whitmer, and the reason why he did that is because at Emmanuel Christian, I'm not afraid to say this on the mic. At Emmanuel Christian, they treated him like he was a stepchild there, and every little thing they wanted to call us and say he's not doing something right, or he did something wrong, or he's doing this, or he's doing that. And it was everybody else around him, all his friends, laughing and playing around with him. But when it's time for him to get in trouble, he was the only one getting in trouble.
Right.
So he felt like it was something wrong with him. And I had to have a conversation like there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing, you're not doing anything out of the ordinary. You're just in a situation to where people are treating you bad, and sometimes you have to deal with that, and you have to walk away, or you have to ignore it. And so, but at that point, we did end up taking him out of Emmanuel, and we're not paying $10,000 a year, for you to get treated like this,
right.
And went to Whitmer and graduated from Whitmer early as a junior, and went on to in the Air Force. Now he's living in New Mexico. Wow, having the time of his life.
Right.
But working and being positive. He calls me all the time, and I think that those conversations helped him overcome those spiritual battles that he had. And it's crazy that he had those spiritual battles in that environment.
So like my program, when I started my program, it was for 9 to 14 year olds, and because we have families, we started laxing the age, right? So we went from 9 to 14 to like 7 to 14, and then they talked me into 6-year-olds, and I was totally dead set against it, just because I think 6 is a little bit too young. Like 6-year-olds still kind of just get up and wander around, and you had to, stay on them. So I have a little 6-year-old girl in my program, and she's a lot. You know what I mean? She's when she wants something, she'll just walk up and take it and all that. So yesterday was one of those days where she was doing a lot. So I had her sit next to me, and she said to me, I was bad when I was a kid, and I was like, no, you're not a bad kid. You just make bad choices, right? And she said, no. My mama said I was bad. No, you're not a bad kid. So we have to watch the words that we say to kids, because if you tell a kid that they're bad, that's what they're gonna, what they're gonna think, and that's what when you were saying they kept everything he did, he felt like, no, you're not a bad kid. You just make bad choices. We have to work on your choices, and once we change your choices, then all of that changes, right? So
yeah. It's sad, because what I see working in the community, and I got about close to 30 young men that I work with, and they're craving for male attention. The reason why they are wilding out, they got, being unruly, they being disrespectful, not because they're bad or because that's how they want to act. They're acting out because they're seeking some form of attention.
Right.
And it's sad, ladies and gentlemen, when we as men in our community, it's a shame that there's a lot of black men in the city of Toledo that has an alt with another guy or another man that they really don't know nothing about. But because the way they think and feel, they make it an issue or a problem. And we have young black boys out here that is literally craving for some type of attention. And I can honestly say publicly that I was that young man when I was about 13, when I was about 13. I started wilding in my family, my mom. I was like, man, I ain't trying to hear nothing you got to say, because I wanted the relationship with my dad at that time, and I couldn't get it. So I started wilding out, being disrespectful, wasn't trying to hear what nobody had to say. So
That's
I get
crazy. My brother, when my parents split, I was 17. My sister was 18. I was 17. Jawan was 15. So Jason was like 13, 14. And he did the same exact thing. He disrespectful to my mother. We had our uncles or whatever come over. He was disrespectful to them and wilding out and just being all crazy. It was because we, later on, of course, in life, we asked him, like, what were you dealing with? Like, what was the problem? Oh, I just wanted to have a close relationship with my father. Because at 13 years old, that's a pivotal point,
right? Because
you're going into high school, you're going into manhood. That's when what do you call puberty starts,
right?
So that's when you're going into manhood,
right?
So that's when you need that male figure to kind of guide you and show you the way. So he was missing that, and that was his explanation. He wanted to have a closer relationship with our father.
Yeah. Yeah, and I get it. So I tell a lot of these young men that I work with, I say, I know exactly how you feel. You're angry, you're upset, and the sad part about it is the system has been designed for us not to have that strong relationship with our boys. And it goes a little bit deeper. So you're talking about parental alienation. Parental alienation is where you got the parent putting up the child against the other parent. And I'll tell single mothers, like, if your son says, I want to go live with my dad, and the mother is like, no, you ain't going to live with your dad. No, I'm saying to the single mothers, go let them live with their dad. Go let them live, because my ex allowed my son Sean to come and be with me, and it was the best thing. And I tell my son to this day, I'm like, dude, you saved my life. You saved my life, Sean, because had I not taken you, you would have been calling me like, Dad, can I come over this weekend? Dad, when can I see you? Dad. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. You're going to be with me full time. Right. And I told him, you saved my life, because if I didn't have you as a responsibility, I would have been out here traveling and doing what I wanted to do and not thought about nothing, So, just keeping it above.
Don't say it like that. If I ain't have you, I'd have been out here traveling, living my life. People like, hey man, that don't sound too bad. No, but I took both my kids into at some point. Like my son, at that pivotal age, he came to stay with me. You know what I mean? My son is a mama's boy though, just like I can't.
Right, I'm about to say, yeah, you is.
So but there was a point in his life where he needed my direction. You know what I mean? And then I was there, and then my daughter, I had her like almost all of her childhood, and now I have her for some of her adulthood too. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, sometimes, man, I think one of the things that happened in our community was at some point men were afraid to correct some of the behaviors of kids. Like when I was growing up, I didn't have to be your child. If I saw you out in the street acting up, hey man, hey, ain't you so and so's boy? You better, you know what I mean?
Right.
And now get to the point where people like, oh, ain't my child, ain't my problem. Right. And when you take that stance, at some point it will become your problem. Right. It might not be your problem now.
You know what it is though? Things change with the parents. It's not the other people. It's not the community that changed.
Don't say
parents.
That. You better not say. I saw a video. I don't know if you guys saw a video. And it was a bus driver. And I guess the little boy grabbed her butt, and she might have smacked him. I don't know. So when they get to wherever, then the mother is like in her face, don't you touch my child, blah, 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 whatever. So they get to arguing, and she's like, look, if he touched my butt again, I'm gonna smack him again. So then they start fighting. You know what I mean? So instead of, and I don't condone the fighting, but as a mom, you correct your son.
Yeah, correct the behavior.
Right.
Correct your son.
Right.
Like she telling the son, oh, go get in the car, go get in the car. No, you got, hey, did you touch this lady? You know, that's not appropriate. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, even if you wanted to deal with the bus driver, you don't do it out there in that setting, because now the son feels like, oh, I touched her, and his mama got whooped too. That's the best part. But instead of correcting the behavior, you know what I mean? Now his son feel like, oh, I can do what I want to, and my mom gonna get beat up for it.
Yeah.
I mean,
right. Well, pretty much.
She can take the whooping now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back a little bit, because I want to talk about a guy by the name of Brian Chambers. And Brian Chambers had custody of his son, and school called him one day, was like, hey, you need to come get him, and the kid is wilding. Now the kid came through my program, so I know how the kid is being, how he's manipulating things, right? So his dad is trying to do everything possible to get him in the car. He gets home, he's trying to run away. Dad's trying to, hold him, grab him, whatever. So charges was filed for kidnapping and aggravated assault or something like that.
On his kid.
On his kid, right? No broken bones, no nothing. He is in prison right now, serving 10 to 15 years for trying, here in Toledo, Ohio, Lucas County. He's in prison for trying to save his son. And then the sad part about it is he didn't even have a jury of his peers. And I think the thing that bothers me is that when do we stand up for the injustice that's taking place in our city? There's so many, it is what it is. I believe there are just black men that are locked up for crimes they didn't even commit.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, big time, right? And so what we find is that because there is no accountability. I had a parent call me yesterday, and she was going off. She was like, I'm so sick and tired of the juvenile court, my child doing this, and then I got to go and pick him up, and and the police is telling me that they don't want to take my kid, and I don't know what else to do. And I said, listen, nothing changes if nothing changes.
Right.
I said, and this is what I'm afraid of for our community, when there is no accountability, I mean none, what do y'all think our neighborhoods and our community is going to look like? I got 13 youth that I'm talking about yesterday who didn't know what church they went to or they couldn't remember, right? That's just 13, right? Imagine 13 times 100 kids in our community that don't understand accountability, that's going to be out here doing whatever they want to do. And no one really wants to address the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
And it's sad. It's really, really sad. And so I'm trying to tell people now, and hopefully we'll talk about it a little bit when he gets here, but they don't have in-school suspension anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Gone, bye-bye. So what do you expect for principals to do now? They can't send them in the classroom and say, hey, you here for the whole day. They're going to start kicking kids out of school. And my concern is now with Toledo Public Schools with the cut, how does that affects them when the Department of Justice come in to see that kids are being suspended at disproportionate numbers, right? Especially young black boys. And then we already have another issue that a lot of our young black boys can't read past the 3rd grade level, you know? And so we don't put a focus on literacy to help our young black boys get what they need. And then the one thing that I was telling the children yesterday, I said, how many in here on medication? Half of them raised their hand. And I go, oh my God. So I talked to them a little bit about, and because there was parents there too, and I talked a little bit about how you have to understand what the side effects of the medication they're taking.
No doubt.
That medicine will have you suicidal.
No doubt.
You know?
It says it,
Yeah, have you suicidal, depressed, loss of appetite, all of that.
Yeah.
But parents are so quick to want to label their child.
Man, I be so, I hate to hear about any kid on medicine, because if you just watch TV, right, and those medicines come on,
Man.
the side effects of those
Yeah.
medicines be way worse than what you take it for.
The issue. Yeah.
I'm like, man, nah, look, my stomach was hurting. Now I got to deal with warts, anal bleeding,
Eyeball popped out, all that.
Right.
I'll just take the stomach ache,
Right.
and some Coke syrup like my mama used to get.
Just give me some burners.
Right.
That,
Yeah.
that was the cure all.
That was the cure-all right there.
Get you a glass of Vernors and sit down somewhere.
Absolutely.
That's what we don't have enough of. We don't have enough of sit down somewheres.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to do better and make it do what it do Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to take a quick commercial break. Shout out to our sponsors, P360 Studios, Toledo Arc, A Servant's Heart, Ohio Unity Coalition, Penthouse Business and Solution Work Spa. But before we take a commercial break, Jesse, where can they find us?
You can find us live on Facebook, live on YouTube. You can also find us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you find your favorite shows.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this commercial break. Hello, my name is Sean Mahone Sr., founder and executive director of Young Men and Women for Change Behavior Modification Bootcamp Program. If you are a parent experiencing issues or problems with your child, then give us a call today. Young Men and Women for Change, 567-277-5352. Productive leaders for tomorrow's future.
Your first impression matters. What if your business could introduce itself in just 60 seconds? Anytime, anywhere. Business cards get tossed. Social posts get lost. But video connects. It lets people see your face, hear your voice, and trust your story. At Project 360 Studios, we create business spotlight videos. Short professional films that introduce who you are, what you do, and why people should choose you. Here's how it works. Step 1. Plan. We help craft your story. Step 2. Film in our studio or on location. Step 3. Edit. We brand it with your logo, colors, and music. Step 4. Deliver a powerful video you can use everywhere. Share it on your website, social media, email signature, anywhere you want to make a lasting first impression. Don't just hand out your business card. Let people meet you. Book your business spotlight video today at Project 360 Studios.
Give me one for the wake up. I'm so grateful for another day to help stimulate the mental. Time to strategize, huddle up, where's your circle? I can feel the movement radiate through the convo. Talk is cheap, turn your faith into work. I drink my second cup and put my hands in the dirt. 2 cups, drinking straight drip from the earth. Caffeinated conversation, you heard him here first. One for the wake up. One for the wake up. Two for the work. Caffeinated conversations, you heard him here first.
so that we can put a smile on all the other kids' faces is super, it makes my heart smile.
The safest place in the whole wide world is in the will of God. For He will help you in your troubles. Just call His name and He'll be right there. The safest place in the whole wide world is in the will of God. For He will help you in your troubles. Just call His name and He'll be right there. There was a time in my life I was lost. I had nowhere to go, but I still went. At times I wondered where I would go, but then I realized that the safest place is in God. The safest place in the whole wide world is in the will of God. For He will help you in your troubles. Just call His name and He'll be right there. The safest place in the whole wide world.
The Rise and Grind Morning Show is on. 419 The Grind.
Good morning, Toledo, Ohio. Welcome back to the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's your host, your boy, Sean Wan, in the studio with the DJ Impress.
The views you hear expressed by Monty Features are those solely of his. They are not of Jesse or the 419 Grind Morning Show.
Yeah, so
That's my disclaimer.
that's your disclaimer.
Yeah, I don't want Jesse and them to get in trouble for that. I say
We're gonna be very, very careful, Councilwoman. We're gonna be very, very careful. We don't want to.
And I just want to say I don't think we were saying anything bad about medicine. Some kids probably need to be on it, but there is a oversaturation of medicine for anybody who has any kind of borderline symptoms. They just automatically throw them on meds and they over medicate them. And me being in a mental health space, I see it daily. So
Right.
So that's why I say that. So I'm not saying anything bad because there's some people who need it, but there are some people who own it that don't necessarily need it. And that's a quick. I'm not even gonna say a quick fix because it's not really a fix. It's a Band-Aid that they use for some kids that it's just regular behavior that they like to loop into a bigger pot so they can get a bigger pot of money. So
Yeah.
and that's me saying that. That ain't Jesse. That's me.
That's you.
That's me.
That's you saying that. In the studio, ladies and gentlemen, with the producer of the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show, Jesse Coleman.
Good morning, Bowling Green, Ohio.
Bowling Green, Ohio, right across the street. Right. Also, we have the Tyrone McCain of McCain Insurance and Casualties in the house.
Good morning. It's your friendly neighborhood insurance man. Get up and wash your face.
Hey, hold on. I saw you getting that casualty insurance quote. Yeah, we was talking about that hail. He was like, I got something for you.
That
Comprehensive.
Comprehensive. Yeah.
I put a video up yesterday. It was a man laying on top of his car in Florida with a tarp, trying to keep the hail off his sunroof. So
yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes, sir.
we have in the house the Bishop Randall Parker.
Hey. Yes, sir.
Calvin.
Somebody said, "Is that Bishop Don Juan for Jesus?" I see.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you see me post on my little brother's page, I always go, Calvin. So I know people are probably like, some people know, but some people are probably like, why is he calling Bishop Calvin? Because that's our dad name.
Right.
Yeah, that's our dad name.
Yeah.
And he looked just like his daddy, too.
No, you look like your dad.
What's going on, Bishop?
Man, I'm saved.
You're saved.
That's the most deepest thing I'm gonna say.
No disclaimer to that, right?
Right.
Man, it's a pleasure having you on the show, man.
Thankful to be here, man. Thank y'all for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I think your name come up on this show more than anybody.
Yeah, right.
Y'all care about me more than spam calls. I'm like, man, my name come up every episode. Man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Sir.
Man, that's a testament, right, of the things that you do, and how you evoke people's emotions, right?
Yeah.
People get like Dr. Cheese. I'm sorry. I meant Dr. Liddell.
Here you go.
Because she's starting with me already. She started with me already. She really, she talks about you and raves about you all the time, man.
Yeah,
Grateful, man. Grateful.
Yeah.
She was gonna skip her shift at Chuck E. Cheese just to be here this morning. But the one dude got arrested in the suit, so she had to fill in.
She got to run security.
Yeah.
She got to run security.
Yeah, she got to do that. She's got to do that.
I love it.
Yeah. So, man, welcome to the show.
Thank
you. People that don't know, we are blood brothers.
Absolutely.
We are blood brothers.
7 years apart.
7 years apart. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I'm the crazy uncle. I'm the crazy brother. What? Everybody got one in their family, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna say and do the things that Bishop can't say or do, even though he's still got a little thug side to him. Mm-hmm. And I think that the people got to realize he ain't always been saved.
That's right.
You ain't always been saved, Bishop.
That's right.
I don't know.
No.
And
depending on what day you get me, you're gonna get all
Right.
He gonna get Randy, huh?
So you ain't always saved now.
I can repent at any time. And use that card quite frequently.
Right, that's
Always
right.
available.
That's right. That is right. So let's get into it a little bit. Let's talk about the Toledo School Board, where you serve as the vice president, correct?
Yes.
You are vice president of the school board. How has that been for you? That just everything that's going on.
Challenging.
Yeah.
It's very challenging. I think one of the things that's important that I think many people don't understand is that it's not necessarily just sitting in a position. For me, it's sitting in a position that you've invested your whole life into. Mm-hmm. I'm a product of public education from kindergarten all the way to graduation. My kids are products of public education. My wife is a graduate of public education product, and so to see this attack that's on public education to literally dismantle and defund public education is challenging.
Yeah.
And I think what's really challenging is that there's we live in a culture of so many narratives that people are heavy on opinions, light on facts, and ignore the truth at all costs. So it's been challenging, behind the scenes trying to make sure that we still have a district, because if we don't follow through with what the state has asked of us, the state's going to come in and take over our district, and we lose local control. So, these are things that we've tried to make sure that our community is educated about, and not doing what Bishop Robert Culp says, where we speak loud but we don't speak long. And so we got the energy, but we don't have the investment.
That's deep. Yeah. That's deep. Because I think people don't understand what's really coming down the pipe.
That's right.
And being on the other side, I'm concerned that in-school suspension program was taken away.
Yeah.
And so it bothers me to know that more young black boys and girls are going to be put out of school. And so we have to work together as a community to have things outside of the district to support the district.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think that's very important that we understand the community impact and realizing, and let me just say this, that, it's rough that we had to pull, that we had to separate, that we had to, get rid of contracts and things, not realizing that end of the day, the only thing that's going to suffer the most are these students. These kids,
right. Right.
I don't have time to talk about it, but I always teach this story about the mousetrap in the house,
Yeah.
and everybody gets affected by it, but all you see is the mousetrap, but you don't see the consequences that come through the mousetrap.
Right.
And so really trying to make sure that we get our community involved, outside funding, these type of things that take place, so that it's not a long break in the needs and support for our students.
Right. Absolutely.
So one thing that I was having a conversation with somebody, and I was telling them, once they take like things like in-school suspension and stuff away, it's hard, even when they say the need, it's hard to put those things back into play. So what are some things that, I know for some of the things, what are some things that can happen to help facilitate getting those things back into place?
Really, to be honest with you, we're trying as soon as we can to reiterate and put those back in place as possible. But it is that finding out who is willing to invest through the community to help us navigate through this without trying to fatten the pockets, basically. You know what I'm saying? And I just believe that people do it sometime for their pockets and other people do it for the purpose.
Ooh. That's you had to preach right there, Bishop.
He just said a few things.
Right. Yeah, you did.
Quite a few.
He did. Yeah, he did.
And I just really feel that, it shouldn't have had to come to this for people to want to be invested. You said it best, big bro. There's things that's been coming down the pike for years, and we were like, this day is coming, and nobody cares until it's time to care.
Yeah.
And, it's not too late, but it's a delay on it that could have been denied if we were really more invested ahead of the game, basically.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, we're trying to partner with organizations and things of such that would be willing to invest until we're able to get back to where we need to be.
Yeah. So when you talk about investment, I want to share what investment looks like. So I have decided to keep 2 schools for their in-school suspension program, and I am funding that out of my pocket. So that's how you invest. It's not about what you're getting, is what you're giving.
Come on.
And so you got to have made up in your mind that you have to be able to support when there's nothing financially coming in.
No doubt.
Because if you say you understand your purpose and your purpose is connected to a promise, then guess what? You're going to roll up your sleeves and get in there and help these babies.
Facts.
And you might not get nothing that's coming out, right? But a lot of people, what they'll do is, I ain't getting paid. I ain't doing that.
Right.
You know? And so you miss out on the opportunity to be greater, especially for what God called you to do. But if you're not going to do what God called you to do, then just sit back and shut up.
But you got a good point. You said people say that's what God called me to do. It's easy to say that's what God called me to do just because it sounds good. Because the stuff that God calls you to do ain't necessarily the fun stuff. The stuff that people see, people watch. So you get there, that God has called a lot of people to do a lot of things he didn't call them to do.
Right. People got that GSS, the God said syndrome.
Yeah.
Real talk, it ain't what God said, it's about what you want.
Yep.
There's a difference.
So what I want to talk to you about, my little brother, is I want people to understand the man that you are outside of being Bishop Parker and school board member.
Yes.
I think that people look at you and think that everything is A-okay. But at the end of the day, I need for people to understand that you, there are sad days for you.
Oh, absolutely.
There's days that you feel like, I don't want to do this no more.
Every day.
Yeah. Can you just share with people like what you go through that they may not be aware of what you go through?
I think one of the challenges, not just with me, but with anyone, is when people say to me, you make it look easy. And I think making it look easy can sometimes be a challenging thing. Because people who look at you and make it look easy, they don't know how to connect with the struggles. that you go through internally, man. And so I think for me, these past few weeks, because man, I'm gonna be honest, open confession, good for the soul, bad for the reputation. From like November till February was a rough mental season for me. But I still got up. I still was showing up. I still was preaching, but mentally checked out. And so you have this external look, but internally it's like you're like a little kid in a corner crying, having a temper tantrum, because so many people put on you an expectation. And when you don't meet that expectation, then you were great when everything was what they wanted. But then when you have to make tough decisions or you're in a tough place, then everything that you was before means absolutely nothing now. And so, but you still got to love them. You still got to be smiling. And, but RP3 is like, the hell with y'all.
I got a question. So my father, as a minister, of course I watched him growing up. He had basketball and music as his getaway.
Sure.
And I see this, under Dr. Sweeney, like, what do you have that takes that you can go away from the spiritual aspect of things and say, okay, I'm just chilling. I'm just enjoying basketball. I'm just enjoying music.
I think that's a real question, because I'm still trying to find that.
Yeah.
I think for me, it would be music. For me, it would be writing. Like I think my brother said it the other day, maybe been yesterday, whenever Corey was here, that I'm a musician, right?
Yeah.
My people don't know that.
I didn't know that.
Because, I started off at the church that I pastor now, was the church that I was born and raised in. And I was at the age of 3 playing the drums, at the age of 12 playing the keyboard, at the age of 16 I was the minister of music, before I started going into the preaching and pastoring. And so I did not want people to know that I played, because people will see you as a musician who so happens to preach, as opposed to a pastor who so happens to play.
Yeah.
And so I got a keyboard. I got a piano at the house that I can play whenever I want to, but we can be in the service and we just gonna have to end up singing a cappella. I ain't touching nothing. I don't want you to know that because again, people pull on you for things like that. So previously it was music, it was writing. But to be open, lately I just can't find the out. And that's just being real.
And that's being real.
I cannot find the out, because as soon as I try to find the out, something else tries to infiltrate that and take that space away. So just learning how to balance better. This week has been a really, look at myself in the mirror and say, look, you got to take care of Randy, because after you do everything you can, you no longer do it, you no longer are, people will find somebody else to do it, And so I'd rather for them, people will kill you, but I'm gonna choose how I'm gonna die.
That's
man. Ooh, that's a T-shirt right there. That's a T-shirt. Yeah. And thank you for your transparency, bro. Because you and I, we talk.
Yeah.
We talk about the things that pull us down.
And I think, and real quick, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I think for me, I have yet to deal with some grief. Dealing with some losses that I've had, and you can't personally deal with your grief, because as a pastor, somebody else's family done passed and you got to deal with that. So just learning how to really internalize a grieving process, that you can't go until you're absolutely empty. You have nothing to give, nothing to be, and then you find yourself just depleted. And people want you to get better so you can help them. They don't want you to get better so you can be better.
Right.
So, older I get, I ain't know it was him, but as old as I get, I'm just trying to really balance my life to where, you said it best, where Randy looks out for Randy, know, because I can't be bishop, I can't be school board member, I can't be sitting on all the boards that I sit on, or
you can't be a father,
husband, father, pop, all of that stuff. I can't be none of that if I'm not real with myself.
Right. Man, that's deep right there.
So I know, and we were talking about mask. When you are and sit in the seat that you sit in, people expect you to be perfect, like this perfect holy person, always, And I've seen
the deity of Bishop Randall.
Yes, but I've seen pastors have to go away out of town just to be able to relax and put their feet up. You know what I mean?
But you know what's crazy about that? I tried that. and I was far away, and I was at the mall, and they was like, "Hey, you Bishop Parker? Man, I've been watching you on Facebook." I wanted to deactivate my Facebook right there, man. You know, and I think for me is you talked about the mask. For me, I don't want to wear the mask. I just want to be consistent in showing up when I need to without compromising who I need to be to myself. And it's a daily lesson. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it right all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I think sometimes what really frustrates me is how people try to be the judge of people like myself who hold titles and positions when they don't realize the jury's still out on them.
Right.
You know,
Yes, sir.
It becomes frustrating. You know, even with church. I believe in the church. Always gonna believe in the church. The church is not perfect. The church has issues, but the church was an avenue that saved me. The church was an avenue that gave me hope and faith. You know, but we can't put on this perception that the pastor is the only one that's supposed to be a believer. Everybody that walks through that doors and confess because of my religion, Jesus Christ, everybody a believer with the same accountabilities. We all gonna have to stand. There ain't nobody going on a group plan or a family plan. You know? So we're daily trying to live to be the light. And sometimes our wattage is bright, sometimes it ain't.
Right.
You know? But you got to still keep being that light.
Yep, you do. You do.
I remember one time my wife used to ask me she used to say, you should run for city council or something. And I said, I can't run for city council because get the F out my face is never an acceptable, never acceptable response.
Not good for your campaign,
and that would probably be my response to a lot of stuff that they deal with. You know, sorry about that, Bishop, but you know.
But
You ain't saying nothing I ain't saying.
I think that's what the appeal that Bishop carries, because I just know I'm not a bishop, never going to be a bishop, but just as a minister,
you're the bishop of insurance.
Yes. But to see Bishop Parker be as real as he possibly can, because you can never be all the way real, but to be as real as he possibly can is what draws so many people to him, because nobody's perfect. And if you see a man that's at a level here, but even where I'm here, I'm still a regular person at points, and that's what draws people, because you can be you can be so heavenly bound that you know earthly good. Right. So that's what I think the draw is with Bishop Parker, and he comes from a new school approach a little bit, but he carries the old school mantle of I'm a pastor, but I'm involved in my community. I'm a pastor, but I want to see my people doing well. I'm a pastor, but I'm willing to work to make things better. And that's what I admire about him, because as much as you see him places, he's not just there because it's, I'm on the board for this, so I'm just going to come have a seat. If you see Bishop Parker somewhere, he working. You know, always.
Yes,
and that's what I admire about him, because like I said, my grandfather, the same way. If he ain't preaching, he working. And so that's how I think, that's what I know is the draw for Bishop Parker.
But see, that's what and not to be funny, but that's what scares me, right? Is because you have to have downtime.
Yeah,
you have to. I've never met a person who can just go, and not suffer some kind of consequence because of it.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm listening.
No,
Listen, I'm serious, because for me, it was like, okay, you know, and I keep going. And it takes my brother will call me like, man, I don't want nothing. Just checking on your mental.
Yep.
And it's that he don't even, I mean, he's a prophet, but it's like, you don't even know, like when you call, how I'm literally at the breaking point.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes my downtime comes at like 3:00 in the morning when everybody's still sleeping, or when nobody's actively moving around the house, and I just sit, process, cry. Me and God having a tussle, because folks like to be perfect. No, me and God we go at it, like, and he can handle it. You know what I'm saying? Until you know, I don't be scared that he gonna take my breath because I'm cussing him out. No, that's too deep. That's too deep. I don't say that. But you know, me and God go at it. You know, and so, bro, when you said about the danger of not having downtime, that hits more than you know, because again, in the back of your mind, you're like, well, if I do this, is this gonna go on? Is this gonna, And at some point, you just gotta trust God and trust the process enough, you know,
absolutely,
just to do it. So,
Dr. Liddell, are you on the phone?
I'm here. Of course, I was going to call it.
We
My
was
bishop
having a
is there.
great show. we was doing good. We was
Of course, it was
doing
Monty. My
great.
bishop is there.
We was doing good. We ain't had no kind of disturbances.
I figured when she got quiet in the comments, she was gonna get on the phone.
Yeah. What's up, girl?
But I want to add to the conversation. What people don't understand is someone like me coming back to the city and being in a position where I was at a breaking point to go sit under a man like Bishop Randall Parker, who pushes you, who doesn't accept nothing but the best from you, is phenomenal. And he doesn't expect perfection. He expects the work from you. I think that's something that people need to understand about him. He's real with you. He gonna cheer you on, but he also gonna stop you in your tracks and say, "Well, wait a minute. Let's think about that."
Yeah.
Balance.
So when it comes to sitting under him, people need to understand it's an honor to do so. And I'll fight for him now. Don't get me wrong. I will slap a person for you. So you know that, Bishop.
That's why his name comes up on every episode.
Right.
I want to say this, that as humbling as that is to hear that from Liddell and so many others, it scares me. It scares me because I always want people to see purpose more than personality.
Yep.
And so, when people, and I know that people who love me genuinely do, love and live, but to continue to be in that light of personality, people are looking for you to fall. And I think one of the heaviest dilemmas that I have is continuing to serve people who anxiously wait for your failure. So I try to make sure that even when it comes to CMWC, that ain't Parker's church. This is the place where people meet purpose. So we make sure that everybody operates so that they don't see the person, they see the ministry.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you talked about the ministry versus industry. There's too many pastors trying to be celebrities.
Right.
With fan base. No, man, I just want people to follow Christ. And that's all I have. That's why, our church has a lot of young people. They're like, what you doing? Man, I'm just giving them Christ. You know what I'm saying? Without the fluff and without the religiosity and traditionalism, because when you build a house, there's one thing to tear down a wall, it's another thing to tear down the beam. You tear down the beam, the whole house is gone, right? So I can give you Christ, the foundation of it, and allow you to develop who you're supposed to be in him without trying to make you, or like the Bible talks about Saul, without putting my clothes on you. That ain't gonna never fit you.
Right. Right. That part.
So I appreciate it, but when people start celebrating me too much, I want to go in the corner because I don't like all that.
Yeah.
But and that's just out of love, But I never want people to see me more than they see him.
Right.
And I say that I said this on a different show yesterday. I said the only thing greater than build up is people build you up to watch you fall sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So when people start to hype you up too much, you be like, hold on now.
Be careful.
Because soon them same people, when you start to come down or do something that's not of their liking, would tear you down.
I ain't new to this. I'm true to this.
All the I knew it's start coming out.
Yeah. I've been down that road before. I've been doing this for 23 years, pastoring. I started when I was 3.
He was a child prodigy.
Yeah.
I keep saying this about my father, but he had his ups and downs. He had his struggles as a minister.
All of us, yeah.
And it was like as soon as something happens, all the I knew it's start to come out and say, "Oh, I knew he was this. I knew he was that." But when you was feeling the anointing, when he was in the pulpit, what were you saying then?
Yeah.
So it's like you can't win for losing.
Right.
So you kind of walk away. You want to walk away. You want to go back into the shadows.
Yeah.
Because of that. And I know everybody can't do that.
Right.
Everybody can't just step away and say, you know what, I'm done. Unfortunately, he did do that and just focused on music.
Yeah.
It's because of the it's hard work.
Yeah.
Not just, he wasn't a pastor, but being an assistant pastor, being an evangelist, traveling across the country and trying to serve. You're gonna have struggles. You're gonna have a fight, and unfortunately, he didn't have people standing next to him to keep up the fight.
Yeah.
And fortunately, you have those people, and this is why, right? And this is why I stand close to my pastor, and I try to encourage and bring and offer other solutions like podcasting, because everyone's not going to walk into a church,
right?
Everyone's not going to watch it online, but somebody might watch a reel, which comes from a podcast.
Yeah.
So I offer other solutions because I want to be helped. My ministry is not in the pulpit. My ministry is right here on this microphone.
I don't know, because Arthur just said Jesse is really a preacher. That's what he just said.
Oh, you talking about my father? Yeah, he was a preacher.
No, he's talking about
one in the red hoodie.
No, but that's, I mean, it's a struggle, it's a fight, and I'm glad you have people that do have your back. Some people, right?
Because you don't want to be blind to the fact that anybody at any time can activate a Judas spirit.
Yes, sir.
All of us have Judas in us. It's just whether
or
you
even a
activate
Peter.
Or not. And that's the thing. It's like, I don't want to just spend my time trying to put ears back on that folks can cut off.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, we just got to learn how to use wisdom and knowledge in all things. So.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, because when we come back, I want me and my brother to have a conversation so people can see what family go through. Because what you'll see a brother that's in the pulpit, but you'll see another brother that's in the battlefield, and how we bounce off each other for you guys to really understand what this look like. So shout out to our sponsors, Legal Shield by Anita Madison, Sir Sandra McPherson, City Councilwoman, Young Men and Women for Change, One Creative Cutie LLC, One Creative Cutie Discussions, the Unfinished Girl Conference, the Tabernacle Church, H-Town, Premier Screening LLC, Deborah Barnett, Get Your Affairs in Order, and Mom's House. But before we take a commercial break, Jesse, where can they find us?
You can find us live on Facebook, live on YouTube. You can also find us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you find your favorite shows.
Yeah.
All right, Dr. Liddell, you can get that kid some change now.
Yeah. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Letter with a shaking hand, trying to walk the narrow road, but I'm still just a man. I stumble on the things I know I should never touch. I pray for strength, but sometimes life be feeling like too much. But you see my heart, you know I'm really trying to change. You know I'm trying to break these habits, trying to rearrange. So Father, if I fall again, please don't turn away. I'm reaching for your light inside my darkest day. You know my flaws, you see my fear, but I'm still chasing you every year. So before I seal this envelope with tears, please understand, I'm a man, I'm doing all I can. Please understand, I'm trying to be like your son, not who I was back then. Please understand that I love you more than life itself. Please understand, I love your son more than anything else. And please understand, some folks who claim your holy name ain't always kind, they judge, they want to. So I'm writing this letter with my heart in my hands. Father, please, please understand. Dear God, I know you see me when nobody else can. When the world expects perfection, but you call me to stand. Sometimes the ones who shout hallelujah the loudest be the same ones throwing stones while acting the proudest. But I know your love don't look like that. Your grace don't hit, your mercy don't attack. You welcome broken people with arms open wide, and that's why I keep running back to you every time. You know my truth, you know my pain. You wash me clean like autumn rain. So hear me as I try to say your name.
your son loved, to forgive like your son forgave. So take my fears, take my pride, take the hurt I carry deep inside. I just wanna be a vessel in your plan. Father, understand. Please understand. I'm a man and I'm still learning how to stand. I'm trying to mirror your son every chance I can. Yeah. My love for you will never fade. Hey, please understand. I love your son and the price he paid. This world gets loud, but your voice is home to me. So I'm signing this letter, praying you'll read. Father, please, please understand. Please understand. Yeah. Yeah. I've been walking through this valley with a weight I can't explain. Every step feels so much heavier when I'm calling your name in the rain. I've been trying to be faithful, trying not to complain. But some nights I'm weak and weary, trying to understand the pain. I pray through tears and questions, still don't know the reason why. But my heart keeps holding on to every promise you supply. Still I trust you, Lord. Yeah. Even when I don't see the way, still I trust you, Lord. When my strength is fading day by day, my faith is all I have to give. My hope is all that I can say. Still I trust you, Lord.
The Rise and Grind Morning Show is on 419 The Grind.
Good morning, Toledo, Ohio. Welcome back to the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's your host, your boy, Sean Wan, in the studio with the DJ Impress.
Hey, the Green Rangers is us Android users. You know, it's a few of us out there holding steady. So
right.
And hey, real quick, shout out to RC, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
bro.
Yeah, RC, thank you for these cheers, brother.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, you just don't understand how much I appreciate you and all the things that you do.
Yes, sir.
For everybody. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Race car for life.
Race car for life. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the studio with the producer of the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show, Jesse Coleman.
So RC did an interview with Kim Burrell Tuesday. If you missed it, go watch it.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube, it's on Apple, it's on Spotify, it's on Facebook for now. So go watch the interview. It's a very, very good interview.
Yep. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the studio with the Tyrone McCain of McCain Insurance and Casualty.
I am Bishop Tyrone.
Oh, he was
I was consecrated a little bit ago.
Look. Don't be playing, because you sure enough was on that mic like I just visioned you in the pulpit. I was looking, I was like,
close your eyes.
I was like, close your eyes. I can't stand you, dude. I can't stand you, man.
Good morning, everybody.
He got to get his feet done to stand on the pulpit, though.
Oh, man.
Listen,
there'll be no feet washing service at my church.
Listen. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the Bishop Randall Parker.
Hey. Glad to be here again.
So, ladies and gentlemen, again, me and Bishop are blood brothers, so you guys will know, right? But we want to have a conversation with you so you guys will know what it looks like and what it feels like, right? So the one thing about it is that big brother, now watch this, big brothers are supposed to look out for their younger brothers, right? Mm-hmm. You have to lead by example. You have to make the right choices and decisions. Mm-hmm. The decision that I made, that God gave me, was to follow what he gave me when I birthed the program 20 years ago, right?
Okay.
And so I got to be able to be the voice for our community,
right?
Which to be the man to be able to protect my younger brother. Mm-hmm. And so it's hard. I need for people to understand it. It's hard for my brother to see me get beat up continuously in 20 years, and he can't really voice what he needs to voice because of his positions, and I understand that, right? But people need to understand how deep we go when we're talking about purpose and we're talking about our mental and all of this.
Yeah. I think it's important that we understand, because my brother and I know the roles that we play. And have y'all ever seen Head of State? I think that was
Head of State.
And Bernie Mac.
Yes.
Like
yes.
that's literally like we should get some money off of that, for real. That's what that's about. Because Sean will come in and be like, I want to knock some money out. Let me some money.
Hold on, let me tell you something. I'm going to slap somebody messing with my little brother.
All it takes is for, because sometimes social media can become your journal. And you got to go back and be like, I shouldn't have said that. But
Right.
I'll post something. He'd be like, can you let me loose now? Can you let me loose? and it's because we understand the roles that we play. And I know that he knows. And we don't have to prove anything to anybody.
Right.
But he knows that I have his back. And I know that he has mine. But the path that we take sometime when I can't be present, I believe my prayers go before him to lead him and guide him to the decisions that he has to make, the roads he has to go on. I'm like Martin, he's Malcolm.
Right.
And that's for real. That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm more peace. He more
opposite.
Let me get my peace.
Yeah.
But just seeing him, and I'm being honest with you, man, it's the spiritual side of him that he keeps trying to run from. Since we own here, he keeps trying to run from it, and you can't run from what's in you. You know what I'm saying? And so even as you naturally do, it's that spiritual on top of your natural that produces that supernatural purpose of who you are. And so just covering him as much as he's covering me. He wants to cover me with the gloves. I cover him on my knees in prayer, in prayer.
Right.
But that's, just really understanding that we don't have to brag about us being brothers.
Right.
We live the life, you know what I'm saying? And whether it's the pulpit or whether it's the streets, we're really hitting with that anointing of our grandmother.
Yes.
Margaret Lucille Murdoch.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And we've been blessed. We have an amazing family. We've been blessed. It was Grandma Murdoch that made sure that you and I were going to know each other and be around each other.
That's right.
And then shout out to our Aunt Shirley Murdoch. We got to get her on the show too. We're going to get her up here.
Yeah.
We're going to get her on the show. And it was her that helped us keep things together, and she still does.
Yeah.
So she's become the matriarch of our family now. Yeah. So just wanted to throw that out there. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say this real quick here. Tonight we're having our 160th Dose of Reality program.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. We've been doing it 15 years. Literally, we have a parent that's flying all the way from Texas to come to this Dose of Reality program tonight. He said, time out. So y'all are legit blood brothers?
Corey, have you not been listening to the show?
Yeah, Corey, have you not been?
He is legit 7 years older than I am. He is my brother. We got the same DNA, man.
We should call our dad right now and let him clown for real.
No, we shouldn't. Our dad be saying some crazy stuff, man. Low ball is no ball. Man, what are you talking about? I ain't gonna tell y'all what else he be talking about. He 1970 former reformed pimp and all that stuff.
I got a nephew. I call him C-Bug, right? We should have him up on the show because we would have been dying up here.
My son Cameron, man, I repented and God still made that brother like he made it.
Hey, that's the worst, man.
So we're having a Dose of Reality program, and the one thing that's crazy is that I meet with parents or get them emails, and I specifically tell them the date, the time, where you need to be, right? And then they'll call me the day of the dose and go, what's the address? What time we should be there? And I'm like, and you want to know why your kid is acting the way that they act. It starts in the home first. It starts in the phone. So real quick.
That falls under your favorite word, accountability. That falls directly into that. Yeah.
So, bro, let me tell you what happened yesterday. Day before yesterday, a young man unalived himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I went and spoke to about 13 youth, right? And the one thing I asked them was, I said, what church you go to? I don't know. I forgot, right? And it bothered me at the point where I said, I tell you guys what, take your hoods off your head, bow your head, say this prayer after me. So I gave them the prayer, right? And led them to Christ. Are we not focused in the church to understand that the attack is serious on our youth?
So I'm a little biased because that ain't our testimony at CMWC.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that why that's not our testimony as opposed to other churches, and this is no knock because I know it's a lot of churches that have wonderful youth ministries, but it's going beyond just the spirituality and really getting to the root of some real issues that our youth are going through. You can't get up and talk about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, but you're not talking about mental illness.
Yeah.
Can't keep talking about God gonna make a way, and they literally are in front of a brick wall with no other opportunities other than what they've been used to.
Yep.
So you have to meet them where they are without leaving them where they are by, number one, being real with them. And then not just offering hope, but offering some form of a solution.
That part.
You know, that will be able to assist and help them. We're a guide. We're not God, but we're a guide to kind of help them if they want the help.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that is kind of heartbreaking because of the fact that we live in a culture of people who may never step foot into a church, but it doesn't mean they don't have to have a relationship.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah. Because it's sad. I mean, it's sad that, you know, and you know this well, when our young black boys can't read past the 3rd grade level.
That's right.
That is troubling. Very troubling that our boys cannot read. And so on the flip side of that, that's what you focus on. And you're getting beat up on trying to help black boys read.
Man, you know, darned if you do, darned if you don't. Sometimes you'll not give a darn, you know. But I for the past 11 years, I've had a program called Real Men Ready. Real Men Ready is where African-American men come in and read to African-American boys kindergarten and 1st grade to try to assist and help with that literacy piece, you know. And one of the things, honestly, is trying to get black men to take that time to invest into those young black boys.
Yeah.
Those young boys don't have a consistency sometime. And so when we show up for picture day, or we show up on the first day of school, but throughout the school year, they can't find you or you're inconsistent. What are we really doing?
What are we doing?
You know, what are we doing? And you know, for people who don't know, I am bivocational. So I ain't stealing the church money. I got my own W-2. and I say that every Sunday. Like, I don't want y'all money. I got my own W-2s. I work hard for my money, right?
Right, that part.
But being a part of that program, being the program coordinator of that, is really my why as it relates to the community. I can get rid of all those hats that I have in the community, but to see a young boy, and I was a volunteer before I was a program coordinator, right? So, you know, young boy, because we would wear shirts and ties and, you know, be that present, you know. And the young boy, you know, he had like holes in his jeans and stuff. And one day I went to read to him, man, and he had, with this little shirt on, had a little tie on. I said, man, why you wearing a tie? He's like, because you wearing a tie. It's that cultural connection, man, to really assist and help, you know. And it's just frustrating sometimes, you know, and I know we got to go, but it's frustrating.
No, we ain't got to go.
Oh, well, as I was saying, right. It's frustrating sometimes, even within our community, because we build a narrative of what's not being done, that we don't take the time to put the piece to the puzzle to get it done. You know, even with TPS, we had community meetings. And all them people that was dogging me on social media didn't show up to now community meeting.
Let me put the disclaimer out there. Let me put this disclaimer out there. And I'm going to say this, and I mean everything that I say. If you mess with my brother, disrespect my brother, I'm coming for you. I'm just going to put it out there. I just want y'all to know, be careful what you say about my little brother, because I don't care. I love my family enough to protect them. So let me just say that. Okay. Meanwhile, go on.
Let me say this too. He got an army of people, and there's nothing scarier than waking up and Chuck E. Cheese is standing over you.
She's not here. That's not fair.
With a fistful of coins.
No, you will not do Dr. Liddell like that. No, I can't. I got to protect her on that one. I can't do that.
Oh, my God. She's not here to defend herself.
Right. But just, you know, the whole, it just goes so much, you know, because, again, if we took advantage of the right to vote, we wouldn't be in the condition that we're in right now.
Yep.
You know?
Thank you.
Well, my vote don't count. It don't count because you won't
You're not
sacrifice
using
to use the vote.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Your vote is your voice, and there's too many people with laryngitis.
Ooh-wee.
Yep.
Ooh-wee.
That's a whole sweatsuit right there.
Man, that's right there.
that's more than a t-shirt.
That's more than a t-shirt right there,
Yeah, so,
man.
you know, just the moral of the story. What I'm saying is that if we become more invested, we'll see more fruits of our labor.
Absolutely.
In our community.
Right. Absolutely.
In our community.
So again, shout out to the Ohio Unity Coalition.
Absolutely.
And shout out to Tina Butts and the movement, and those who are serious. Deborah Barnett. Those who are serious about getting people registered to vote. I was talking to a young man that came through the program when he was a teenager. He a grown man now, and I said to him, I said, I need you and everyone else. And this is like, and Sean and Cameron and Caleb and them age group. I said, I need y'all to get registered to vote because you guys are the world changers.
That's right.
Yep.
You guys are the world changers. So we can get 6,000-7,000 young black men that can register to vote. We win it.
Right.
We win it.
That's right.
You know.
And we have to educate them on how to vote.
How to vote.
as well.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not just enough to get them registered. We got to get them there and get them to understand the issues.
That's right.
That's going to affect
Right.
affect them and how the issues affect them.
Right.
And not saying everybody has to vote the way we vote, but when you vote, be educated on what you're voting on.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. So that's what that is in a nutshell. But outside of that, man, what else is going on in your world? Because what I see, Bishop, this is just me. This is your brother talking to you. I see that God is stretching you to another level. And I think you've been struggling with that stretch just because of where you've been. But God is requiring more for you to be more vocal in our community.
I receive that.
Yeah, to be more vocal in our community and really stand for the people. And I think that it's time for you to step into some bigger shoes.
I receive that. I do. You ain't telling me nothing I ain't already heard. Prophet.
Okay. Okay.
So, yeah, I do. I think it's time to do that. We are, even church-wise, we've expanded. We have a ministry in Kenya. And so we have the House of Promise Kenya.
Okay.
And doing some things there. I ain't traveling no time soon while Kukufu Coco
Right.
But just making that connect in, even in our community, because you can't be a global anything until you become a local impact.
Yep.
Gee, say that again.
And that's one of the things. A local impact without motives.
Without motives. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I
So
think a
that's-
lot of people have let's just be real. A lot of people do what they do just for the dollar.
Yeah.
And they're opportunists.
Opportunists. Oh, that part. Yeah. That part.
And
Remember, I was telling you about the POCs, the photo op crew.
Yeah.
The photo op
buddy.
crew. Yeah. I see them. I see them around a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm out here in the battlefield, and I often ask myself, where are these people at? Because I'm in the battlefield, man. I'm in the battlefield, and I'll be like, where you been at? What are you doing?
Taking pictures
Taking
instead
a
of
picture.
changing lives.
Right. Yeah.
You got a word for what? Wait, are you? Okay.
Oh my God! Oh, that
Pop out every episode. Pop out one time.
Oh my God! Oh my!
The views expressed on the show.
Oh my God, man, that is bananas! Wow, man, yeah. You got an award for what?
Yeah.
Like, where you been at?
Participation, man.
Like,
Participation.
what? Yeah.
Everybody get a participation trophy these days. Everybody get
Except
a
the people
participation.
doing the work.
Right. Yeah.
I guess that will be my question for the silent soldier. I'm like, who these people is?
Papa, who this woman?
Right.
Am I still here? Am I invisible?
So that's what that is, man. This was an amazing show.
It went fast.
Man, it went fast. It went
Real
fast,
fast.
bro. Real fast, brother. You helped us out today on this Friday. You helped us out. And
Thank y'all for having me.
and I think we got some type of award. Just I don't know what it is. It's up there somewhere. It was. we got over 100 messages or something. Jesse.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
It popped up.
Yeah,
it was in the chat earlier.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was like, man, that's the
100
first
chats.
100 chats. Yeah. So
Thank y'all for coming to my TED Talk today. Because I ain't been talking to nobody, so I got this was therapy session for me this morning.
bad, absolutely. Shout out to our sponsors: Pink Lady Cigar Club, The Social Butterfly, Netta Carter, Nickel Bar and Grill, Cartier One Auto Sales LLC, Your Computer Needs of Toledo LLC, Jamaic and Reggae Man Kitchen, McCain Insurance and Casualty, KSM Mobile Laundry, Early Start Behavior Health. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go, we normally like to say something that will motivate you, push you, or get you headed in the right direction on this day. Let's start with you, Bishop McCain.
In the words of the illustrious Russell Simmons, thank you for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
DJ Impress, what do you want to say?
Again, I'm gonna say, do it scared if you have to. The only way to fail is to not try, because if you try, you will either win or learn. And never mind. I'm not.
Look. I was taking my time grabbing my water because I didn't want to have to spit on nobody. Right.
I just want y'all to know that Bishop saved a whole lot of y'all today, because he right here.
He sealed those lips.
Be yourself, brother.
I don't want what I do to bounce off of me.
Don't worry about it.
Splash on the Bishop. So he saved a whole lot of y'all today.
Man,
Just know that.
That's it. Jesse, what do you want to say?
I'm going to bounce off of what DJ Impress said. If when you do it, whatever you do it scared, but make it count.
There you go. Mm-hmm. Bishop, I'm going to let you take us out.
Never stop becoming. Always evolve into who you're destined to be, and do what you can while you can, because one day you won't be able to anymore.
That y'all heard that, right? That right there is it.
The man who sleeps on the floor cannot fall out of the bed.
Message.
That's the word of the day.
Thank you, Corey, man. I'm trying to be good because Bishop here, man. But Monday, y'all gonna get it.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great weekend. Remember, you are the head and not the tail. You are above and not beneath. Go be great. Remember, your purpose is connected to a promise. God bless you all. Have a great day. We out. Peace.
Spirit in my stare, watch me dance on the devil. Faith on swole like I live in the gym. Authority in Christ, not me but him. I'm a child of the king, no fear, no sin. I said amen and the whole world spins. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. Yeah, that's all on me. Covered by the blood, so the enemy is stopping me. Favor like a shield everywhere that I'm supposed to be. I'm walking in authority. Moving with the Lord in me. Devils get to trembling every time they look at me. Destiny alive, now I'm stepping where I'm going to be. I'm walking in authority. Hey, big faith, no doubt aligned with the mission. Holy Ghost fire, got the devil trying to listen. Trying to figure out why the blessing keep hitting. It's the power of the name, every chain gon' miss. And I'm bold with it, go with it, kingdom flow with it. When the battle get intense, I don't fold with it. I got angels on deck, yeah, the whole clip lit. Devil wanna throw shade, but he ain't gon' hit.